Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at stampingup.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today for the One Stamp at a Time blog hop, we were challenged with a simple stamping project. Now, Stampin' Up! Has been running a campaign, and you can look up a bunch of simple stamping ideas by just typing in a Google search hashtag simple stamping. You're going to find all kinds of stuff that demonstrators from all over the world have been making. Today I chose to use the All Adorned stamp set, and this is a very simple stamp set. It is really designed to be used in conjunction with the Stamparatus, but today we're going to do some super simple stamping, and we're not going to need the Stamparatus, but you can see how that would benefit lining up corners on all four corners of a card. So super cool. Now, this is the brochure that is going to be available on February 15th along with this brand new stamp set. This is when our second release of Celebration products are going to go live to the public. And we have some fantastic new products that are going to be available. This stamp set, All Adorned, as well as the Country Floral Dynamic Textured Embossing Folder, and I happen to have a sample right here of that. Isn't it just gorgeous? This is one of our dynamic folders, super thick to get that deep impression. And then also the Painted Seasons bundle, where you'll get this gorgeous distinctive stamp set along with the beautiful Designer Series paper. This bundle is free with a $100 order, while the Dynamic Embossing Folder and the All Adorned stamp sets are both free with a $50 order. So, I mean, each. You have to spend $50, you can get this, $50, you can get that. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you what I came up with. I'm going to bring in my cardstock layers here. I've got a piece of Coastal Cabana that's 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. We're just going to burnish that edge good. Then I've got a piece of Whisper White that is 4 by 5 1/4. Another piece of Whisper White that is 3 by 4 1/4. Piece of Basic Black that's just a 1/4 inch bigger, being 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then we're going to decorate an envelope too. This is my piercing mat. I like to cover it with printer paper so that I don't get ink all over it. The first thing I'm going to do here is bring in my Coastal Cabana ink pad and this image. This is pretty much the image that I used for the card, and I've got several different colors available for you to see. So I'm just going to take this and stamp it right down the bottom edge of this layer. And I just wanted to decorate the inside just a little bit, and I thought that would be perfect. Now remember, this is simple stamping, so we were actually challenged to use nothing more than ink, paper, stamps, and an embellishment, and I think that we were allowed to use a punch. So for my set of cards here today, I'm not even using a punch. Can you believe it? It was challenging. It's challenging to go back and do simple stamping, and I think Stampin' Up! Is gearing this toward beginner stampers, but also busy stampers who need to make cards and not spend a great deal of time on them. So it's a pretty neat campaign. Now I'm just going to bring that Coastal Cabana back in here, and I'm going to stamp these in just a random pattern. I'm kind of turning them and twisting them. And then we can get these closed up. The embellishment that I chose for my cards was some rhinestones. And diamonds are a girl's best friend, right? Right. You guys may have noticed that I do not have a wedding band on anymore. Speaking of diamonds. And the reason is because mine broke. It's 20-some years old, and you'll have to ask my husband how many years we've been married because I can never figure it out. Then our daughter Haley yells at me and goes, "Mom, you've been married 2 years longer than I'm alive." So she's 24, so we've been married maybe 26 years. I don't even know. Keeping track of all that is just hard, right? I know. Hey, and speaking of diamonds, happy Valentine's Day, you guys. I hope that whatever you're doing today, it's going to be filled with love and happiness. Steve told me that he's going to take me out for lunch because I think I might be going over to my mom's house tonight. I have a party, a Stampin' Up party this weekend over by her house. So I might just take off on Thursday and go over there. And he's like, hey, it's Valentine's Day. I'm like, oh, that's right. So yeah, I'm one of those people that's kind of terrible about things like that. All right, here we go. Now, is that simple? You've got that little bit of bling here with the rhinestones, a little bit of stamping on the inside, and then I wanted to show you what I did with my envelope. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper here. I'm going to fold it so that it's a little bit folded short. I didn't even it up. I'm going to slip my envelope right into that slot so that we can stamp on the flat. And I thought, as long as I was doing really simple stamping, I better up my game and decorate my envelopes. And then I have a belly band to go around all the cards that I made because I have several different colors to share with you. I think it's kind of a pretty little rainbow of cards. Pop that out of there and look at that. We've got a pretty card and a decorated envelope to go with it. Super simple stamping, right? And then I am going to get out my chamois. This is a cleaning tool. It's available in our catalog. You can just look up the word chamois and it'll pop up on the screen when you're shopping. And fabulous, fabulous tool. I love it. I'm going to bring out my Poppy Parade now. And I'm going to bring in the rest of the cards. I should probably show these to you first here. So let's set this stuff aside. I've got Granny Apple Green. And again with those rhinestones. I've got some Gorgeous Grape. Poppy Parade. And then the Coastal Cabana that we just made. Which one is your favorite? I don't know. I love Coastal Cabana. It is one of my favorite colors. But I love the darker colors and how they pop. So, I don't know. That's a hard decision. But let me show you how I'm going to gift these. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer and extend the arm out. I've got a belly band piece here of basic black that is 1.5 by 10 inches long. And I'm going to score that at 2.5 inches, 2 3/4, 7 1/4, and 7 1/2. Okay, now we're just going to fold on those score lines. And here's our belly band. I wanted to decorate up these cards just a little bit so I can give them as a gift. And the greeting on the front says, "You are pretty much the best ever." So it's a great little thank you gift set. Wrap your belly band around your cards. I'm going to make that meet right in the front of the middle. Did I say that right? I'm in the middle on the front. How about that? And I'm going to pull off the tear-in tape. That's what I'm using to hold it together. This is a super, super strong adhesive so that my belly band won't pop apart. Yep, and this slides nicely. You don't want to get it too tight, you guys, because you want it to be able to come off easily. And then the next thing we're going to do, I brought out my Poppy Parade ink. I'm going to stamp this image, and then I'm going to punch it out with my 1.5 inch circle punch, and that just fits in here. And then I'm going to bring in, where did my black scrap go? Did I show you guys a black scrap? You're going to need a black scrap too. I thought I had one here, and maybe it's hiding someplace. So we've got this and this. And to keep up with the Simply Simple Stamping Challenge, I wanted to do something really easy that wouldn't create a bunch of hoopla and make you use a whole bunch of supplies to create it. So this is it. Here we go. I'm going to put that medallion right in the middle. And then I thought, as long as I had rhinestones, let's put a big one in the center of this. Isn't that pretty? And now we have this wonderful set of cards with matching envelopes. How's that for simply simple stamping? Now, this is not just a challenge for demonstrators. This is a challenge for everybody. So if you are not a demonstrator, I challenge you to do some simple stamping. Take a picture of it and then post it to your Facebook page. And in the description, you're just going to type hashtag, that's the pound symbol, hashtag simple stamping with no spaces in between. And that will put you into the search engines on the internet. And when somebody looks up hashtag simple stamping, they're going to find your card in there. And Stampin' Up! Has been picking people and giving away prizes. Everybody can enter. Yeah, right? That's cool. All right, you guys, if you'd like to order any of these products, remember the All Adorned stamp set is free with your $50 order. Please use this host code when you head right up here to my Stampin' Up! Store. That'll take you right to my website. You'll find an online ordering button in the right-hand side. You'll also find this host code in that right-hand column. Use this when you place your order. That'll get you some special perks from me. And make sure on Friday that you know that you can order the Country Floral Dynamic Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. Boy, that's a mouthful. And also this Painted Seasons bundle. And you guys, if you follow me, you have seen me show you this paper. It is incredibly gorgeous. And you get 3 sheets of each design. So it's a big pack of paper. Once again, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend it with me. Please make sure that you're going over to my blog at this link up here to hop along and see what everyone else made for their Simply Stamping Challenge. And then don't forget to click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. You don't want to miss anything I have coming out. Have a great Valentine's Day. Bye-bye.